Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Donna, and I am the Creole Crafter. Today I decided to just create something just for me. And here I have some scrap wood that I just had lying around outside, and I cut it to the size that I wanted it. And now I'm going to stain it with the Waverly Antique Wax. How you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing fine. And I'm just using one of the sponge brushes to put the wax on. And I'm gonna wipe it off with a paper towel. I'll be waxing the front and the back and all the sides. And this wood has all kind of nicks and chips in it, and I did sand it down as smooth as I could, but I like those nicks and chips. And I'm going to take all the rest of the boards and do the same. Now here I have done all of the boards, and they're dry. And I'm going to take my Dollar Tree wood glue and my Sure Binder glue sticks with my little Sure Binder glue gun, and I'm going to glue them together. And I'm going to hold it for a few seconds to make sure that the board is going to adhere straight up and down. I don't want it to lean. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. Look at that hot glue stuck to my finger. It looks like a spider web. Get the hot glue off your finger, Donna. Look like you stuck your hand in a spider web. There we go. Okay, I'm just setting it aside to give it time to dry. And I'm going to start gluing the next 4 pieces together. And I have them all glued together and they're all dried. And I also took and put some nails in it to secure it more. And I have some paint sticks that I purchased from Walmart. And it was like 3 in a pack for I think $1.17, $1.09, something like that. But I'm gonna take them outside and cut them with my miter saw. And the edges were kind of rough a little bit, so I'm gonna use my Dollar Tree block sander and sand those down. And see that right there? A limb fell out the tree in the backyard, and I saw it when I was sanding the paint sticks. So I picked it up, cut it, and I'm gonna use it. So here I'm just gluing the paint sticks to the box to make a base, a bottom for my box. going to leave a little gap between my paint sticks. No specific reasons, it's just the way I want them. And I'll follow through with all the paint sticks. Now here I've done the bottom to both of the boxes, and I also took one of my limbs and cut it, and well, they were already cut. I glued it to the bottom of the bottom box. And I'm going to place that box on top of that one. So I know it looks like I'm making a tier tray, but it's not. I'm making a caddy. So I'm just taking that piece of board and I'm going to put it on top of that limb because it's round and it's not that big, so I'm going to put that piece of square wood to kind of, so the base could have something flat to sit on to kind of like level it out. No, what I'm doing now. What are you doing, girl? Oh, I decided to get my stencils, and I wanted to put something on it, some type of design or something. So I'm just going through my stencil stash to find something that I like to put on. No, not a leaf. Okay, let me prop this up so I can work a little better. No. Well, maybe. No, not that. No. Flowers. That might work. Yeah, that's what I decided to do, the flowers. See, that's why I decided to make this caddy, because I have stuff everywhere. Now I'm trying to decide what color do I want my flowers. That's a toasted marshmallow by Apple Barrel. What else do I have? That's a bright yellow by Apple Barrel. And what's that? That's a caramel something. Okay. I think I'll just do white. Then I thought about the orange. That's a Waverly orange. I said, well, fall is coming in. Maybe I'll do them orange. And I said, no, because I'm going to use that caddy year round. So decisions. So I decided to go with the Waverly chalk paint. The white. The Waverly chalk paint in white. And here I've taped the stencil to my box. I'm just showing you the paint. And I'm gonna stencil it with the Dollar Tree, the little sponge on the stick. Well, I'm gonna take the smallest one of all, and that's what I'm gonna stencil with. You'll see. Okay, now I decided that I wanted to add some leaves to my flowers since they were in the stencil, so I used the true green and I used the bright yellow to put in the middle of the flower. And I'm peeling it off while it's wet. The paint is still wet, so I'm trying to be careful. And there it is. I have pretty flowers. It didn't bleed or anything. It's just that I noticed some little spots where I stenciled with the white first and then went over with the green, and I guess I didn't stencil hard enough in some parts, so I'll just touch it up. So now it's time to put it all together. And this thing is heavy, y'all. And how I managed to get it even when I glued it down, the middle part, is because I have 6 painter's sticks on the bottom. So I put the limbs in between, in the middle, or so to say, the middle of the, so after the 3rd stick, going into the 4th stick is where I glued it. I hope that makes sense. And y'all, I hope y'all can see where a couple of my nails came through the wood. Well, when I was putting the nails in, and I noticed it, and I was like, oh my God, now I got to take it all apart. So I took it all apart, and then I thought about it. It's like, wait, I wanted rustic and old, so I put the nail in sideways and nailed it back through the wood, and that way it looks like it's been there a long time and it's old. And I put some of the what is it, apple barrel truffle on the nails, and it made it look like it was rusty. So yeah, so I hope you can see that. And that little box at the tip top, I made that out of the wooden rulers at the Dollar Tree there with the school supplies. I just took 2 of them and cut them down to size and glued them together. So I'm just sliding it back, and I'm gonna wait patiently for it to dry. And there it is, y'all. Look at it in all its glory. Donna's caddy. I absolutely love it. It looks old, it looks rusted, and I put some of my supplies on it. And that was the purpose of me making it, for me, to put some of my crafting DIY supplies on. And I distressed it a little bit with, I think it was 120 grit sandpaper. I went around and I distressed it all. And this thing is huge and it's heavy, and I love it. So thank you all for tuning into my channel. I hope you like my creation, Donna's Caddy. If you like, give me a thumbs up.